Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be covering Civic or CVC. Civic has been doing a lot of big things recently. If you're invested in Civic, you're going to be happy about these increases. We see it in the last 24 hours, about a 20% increase. In the last week, we saw about a 60% increase. In the last month, almost an 80% increase. Obviously, it's doing a lot of moving, obviously, with this large jump since about April 10 p.m. to April 2nd, 2 a.m., we saw that insane jump, and we're still sitting around that 66-cent range. This is one of those that it's one of those coins you definitely have to believe in to invest. I think there's a lot of investors that don't really understand what Civic does, and remember, that's never a good thing. You want to do your research before investing in any cryptocurrency, and remember that I am not a financial advisor, and I will never give financial advice. So here at the bottom, we do get a quick about of Civic, and then we will also do our price chart prediction for April, May, and 2021. I do want to say, though, Civic is an Ethereum token used to power Civic's identity verification protocol. Users who verify their information through Civic can then securely share both their info and their verification with service providers, reducing the need to constantly re-verify their identity. In return for this convenience, service providers may provide users and verifiers with CVC. So there's a lot of uses behind this. Obviously, this is it's a very real use case, right? So there's not another gaming NFT or, this is an actual use case in the real world that happens, quite often. And remember, guys, I am very big for the gaming NFTs. I love things like Engine and BPro and what else is there? Ecomi and all of the other ones, Decentraland. I love all those, but Civic has a real use case outside of the virtual reality or NFTs or gaming. So this is really one of those things that you could jump on to today, and I think we're going to see increases faster than we will maybe with some of the gaming stuff and NFT stuff, because that'll take a little bit longer to develop. I think Civic's going to be one of those that we're going to see a lot of people increasingly use very quickly. I think Civic's, like I said, one of those with long-term potential, and that's why we're going to cover it in this video. So we're going to go over to the website itself, and we're going to try to really kind of see what this is all about. So Civic's the identity verification by Civic, reduce fraud, onboard users faster, AI-powered identity verification combined with human review to ensure that your users are real always. So you can actually, you see this on their little app here, Civic profile, you see that's Jane, you see since, when they joined the network, and then you can also see the identity document. So in this case, we see a California driver's license. And you can go down a little bit more and learn more about what Civic all does for you. The mobile identity verification for your growing business. A seamless onboarding experience for your users is not only a win for them, but a win for you. Obviously, this is going to allow you to, HR is going to be pumped with this because you're going to be able to jump people through a few hoops at a faster pace. So if you continue down as well, we see that to simplify your onboarding process, you can authenticate your users without storing their data, government identity, documentation, obviously verification here. So our Know Your Customers KYC check covers 4,500 plus identity documents across 195 countries. You can also see the range of coverage, and then you continue down, you see the biometric and liveness verification, users liveness detection, and 3D face matching to 2D photo identity document. You can see that there's a lot of potential behind this kind of thing, and you can see that there's also a phone and email verification, so you can collect verified phone and emails from your users and streamline account registration. A very cool process altogether, and I think a lot of companies are going to continue to jump on this. I think it cuts out those scammers and bots, provides fast and low friction onboarding, and meet your compliance requirements. So you're going to be able to jump on, onboarding is going to be a lot easier for some of these companies now. Things like Civic is going to make it just streamlined in a bunch. I can't stress enough how much faster this is really going to make, making onboarding really. And there's so many more uses than just onboarding. Obviously, there's going to be, proving that you've, got vaccinated, or proving there's so many different things you can do with this app. And I think there's a lot of potential and a lot of different ways and directions they can go with it. So we're all about flexibility. Getting started with Civic is in one of two ways. Use in your app or website a standalone SDK that you can integrate into your own app or website. Start verifying users by simply integrating a few lines of code, which is obviously awesome. Then you can also use that Civic app that we saw earlier. We can keep data safe. Obviously, they enable speedy and secure user access from identity verification to physical access management to website logins, so privacy, compliance, and then that data security. They have flexible pricing plans as well. If you go to their pricing plans, I'm sure these will change over time. However, they do provide a service that, a lot of people are going to want, if they don't already use it, it's going to obviously continue to increase and become a better used product as they, continue with these updates and projects. So $250 a month, $375 a month, and $550 a month are the starting platforms. I think this will obviously change over time as well, the pricing, depending on how the demand kind of reacts to this. So we'll see what happens with that as well. And you can always go to the frequently asked questions. I definitely suggest doing so if you're going to buy Civic. If you want to invest in Civic, definitely learn more about the frequently asked questions, because those are probably some questions that are going to that you may have and will be answered there, obviously. So Civic right now at that 66-cent range. Let's give you guys some price predictions for the end of April, May, and 2021. I do want to say, guys, if you want to join the Discord, we do have a link in the description of this video, as well as my Twitter. You can follow me there and get the most recent and up-to-date information on cryptocurrencies. We can see right now that Civic's over that 66 cent hump. We're going to see that we have a very big potential in the price coming. As we see this large increase, we will probably see a correction of some sort with a stabilization after this April 2nd price tag at that 69 cents. We're going to continue to see that, like I said, stabilize hopefully around that 66 to 65 cent range. I think in April is where we're going to see a large increase. We're going to see Civic reaching around that 75 to 80 cent range easily. Like I said, this is one that has a lot more potential. You guys know I like to keep my price predictions a little bit more on the conservative side, a little more realistic than others. I don't want to get caught up in that hype like some YouTubers may. So we continue on. We're going to see that this by May, we could see Civic really reaching about 85 to 90 cents. We could see an all-time high really near that $1 mark by the end of May for sure. I think by the end of 2021, this is where a lot of people, even if there is a bear market at some point, I think Civic will continue to increase in price. And that's because it has that real world use. It's not just being bought and used for because of the markets right now being increasing so steadily. I think a lot of people are going to jump on this. And I think Civic's going to increase because of that. I think we see Civic right around the $3 to $4 mark by the end of 2021, as I think right after April, May, it's going to continue to stay on that increase. I think we actually pick up momentum almost after April and May, which is just crazy. I think Civic, like I said, will continue to be used. I think a lot of people will find places to fit, Civic in their, their work pattern or how they do what they do. I think Civic's going to help a lot of people out, make it a lot more simple for a lot more people. So we'll see what happens. I think Civic, like I said, is going to have a very big use case, and I think a lot of people love the utility that Civic provides. So we'll see what happens with Civic. It's definitely one that I see a long-term potential in. If you guys like Civic, definitely like the video as well. If you guys like my price predictions or have any questions about my price predictions, definitely leave a comment. Let me know, what you're thinking on Civic, where you kind of stand, and do you think it's going to continue to increase or decrease over time? Obviously, we may see a correction a little bit right now because of this huge jump that we just found, but I think we will continue to increase overall through the next couple months and definitely the next year alone. So this is going to be my price prediction for April, May, and 2021. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed already to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that notification bell on so you can get notified every time I make a new video. I really appreciate all the support, guys. I'll see you all in the next video.